Gotta take a selfie with the beef sign, of course. And then a video with everybody in it. Hello, crew. Hi, guys. Where are we today? At Beef, it's what's for dinner. Hey, I'm Chef Esther Choi, and you may know me from my restaurants Mokbar, Miss You, and Obar. Maybe you see me on a show. Welcome to Making the Most of Your Meals. Today, we're making Brisket Jjim, a Korean-style braised brisket, and we're gonna maximize our time and value and turn that beef into a second dish, Brisket Japchae, which is a glass noodle stir-fried brisket dish, which is absolutely delicious. You won't even know that you used leftovers. We're all busy, we're all trying to maximize our time and value, and I'm a new mom, so I know exactly how it is. Beef, one of the most versatile ingredients ever by like one cut of meat, and then utilize that for multiple meals. Brisket Jjim, Korean-style braised brisket is amazing. This is kind of my ode to the Korean-style short ribs, but also American brisket barbecue, and so it's kind of the marriage of the two. The second recipe, japchae, is one of the quintessential Korean noodle dishes. It's glass noodles, sesame, soy, kind of sweet flavor. It's salty, it's sweet. This interpretation is a little bit different, but it's very traditional and reminiscent of the original. So we are making brisket today. Brisket is one of my favorite cuts of meat. It stretches a long way, feeds a lot of people. Coming from a family of big beef eaters, brisket is our favorite cut of meat. I mean, look at this gorgeous chunk of meat. It is so beautiful. You see all of the beautiful marbling. That gives so much flavor. The first thing I want to do with this is pat it dry really well. When you sear it, it gives it a nice, beautiful, crusty char. And then this is simple, just a salt and pepper seasoning. But I want to be generous with the salt. Then the other side. I did trim it down a little bit to make it fit, but you can also cut it in half and do 2 pieces if that fits better. But the point is you want everything to fit in one pot. So we're just gonna use a little bit of oil, and this pot is very hot. And I'm just gonna sear the fat part first, because I do wanna render off some of that fat. And you hear that, sear? That's what you wanna hear. Now, since I touched the raw beef, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. And don't be afraid to like really char it, because that's gonna give so much like smoky flavor. Flip it over. Now we're gonna sear the other side. Look how gorgeously brown that is. And you can even go a little darker if you want, but this looks beautiful to me. Let's take a look here. Now that is gorgeous. And I'm gonna actually do the sides as well. More sear, the better. Now, we just wanna take it out. I'm gonna set it aside. This excess fat, just gonna drain off. Sometimes I like saving this for like fried rice or stir fries. But in the same pan, I have some daikon radish. Place it on the bottom, and this acts like sort of a rack between your meat and the bottom of the pot. And also at the end, this taste, it absorbs all of that beef flavor, and it will be the most delicious vegetable you've ever tasted. Then we're gonna get our beautiful brisket and put it right on top of the radish. And this marinade is gold. Your traditional Korean barbecue recipe, which has soy sauce, sesame oil, some mirin, sake I like to add in there, Asian pear, onion, garlic, little ginger. And I like to add a little bit of tomato paste, kind of like my ode to American barbecue and my American upbringing. We want to add some water. We want to make sure that the brisket is fully submerged. My next trick, kombu, kelp. We're just gonna give it a wash. You'll find this at any Asian grocery store. So we're just gonna add a little bit more water just so I know that the beef is fully submerged, and then we'll use the kombu. And this kind of acts as that barrier and keeps the meat from rising to the top. I'm gonna throw this in the oven for about 3 to 4 hours, low and slow. Ooh, beautiful. This is about half the way into the cooking time. Discard the kombu. It's done its job, and at this point, we wanna add some of our veggies. That goes back into the oven for another, I would say, 1.5 to 2 hours. All right, you guys ready for the big reveal? Yes. It looks absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. Fork tender. You don't want it to be too soft. You want it to be just right. I mean, have you seen anything more beautiful? We're gonna let this cool for about 5 minutes before we cut into it. So it's been a few minutes, we let it cool slightly. So we're gonna slice it against the grain, which is always the most exciting. I mean, oh my gosh. Look at how perfectly juicy that is. That is a thing of beauty. Look at the juices. So this is perfect. It's ready to serve. We're gonna plate it up. But first, we're gonna take the leftovers and make our second dish, our beef japchae. All right, so this is our leftover piece of brisket from our first recipe. Shred it. I mean, beef is great because you could just take this and put it in a sandwich. Turn on my skillet. We want this piping hot. Regular oil, we wanna get it ripping hot. Once it starts smoking, we're gonna add our veggies. That's what you want. You want that really crazy sizzle. The peppers can go in, just kind of spread it around. We want like a real caramelized, toasted veggie. Don't mess with it, let it sear on just one side. Now I know when it's ready to toss because I smell the bell pepper. That hard sear is what we want. Now do the other side. At this point, let's add our noodles. We're gonna go ahead and add our beef. This is the braising liquid from the first recipe. And we're just gonna toss it. It's awesome, so good. I mean, doesn't that look amazing? We just want to kind of saute it until all of the liquid has soaked into the noodles. No one's gonna even know that this was made from leftovers. They're just gonna think like, wow, what is that dish? That's ready to plate. It's done. All right, guys, here we have it. 2 incredible dishes. The value of just 1 piece of meat. Gotta give it a go. Just comes apart. Don't even need a knife. Insane. Salty, umami, sweet, succulent. The beef is so beefy. Showstopper all the way through. I mean, you can't go wrong with this at the table. So crazy good. Wow, I know I made it, but like, that's awesome. Watch me and other great chefs make the most of more meals at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. We love a long noodle. Long life, long noodle. Big beef eating family. My grandmother used to tell me food is love. How you express your love is always through food. So no matter what you do not take any shortcuts. Food is the ultimate love language.